The topic of my learning scenario is sustainable table, developed for 8 to 9-year-old students. The aim of the lesson is to give understanding to students on how the agriculture sector affects our planet and to find solutions on how to waste less food. My learning scenario connects STEM and non-STEM subjects that jointly help to focus on real-world problems. Students learn about the food waste and food waste footprint and its effects on the ecology through the emission of harmful gases. On the following lesson, students try to work with a food waste diary that helps them to measure their own food waste. With the next lesson, students reveal how food waste impacts different spheres and people. They create theatrical play, learn about agriculture and sustainable development goals. Furthermore, students search for solutions on how to reduce the food waste for schools, their own households, restaurants, and supermarkets. During the next lessons, students have a chance to visit local farm or vegetable garden, after which they create their own organic vegetable garden in the school or in their own classroom. At the end, students record a short video through which they share their experiences received in this series of lessons and explain how they decided to help reaching the Sustainable Development Goals. I needed a lot of time to develop this learning scenario, and I have got the main inspiration from Terra Mission educational pack that is included in Genesis platform. I implemented this learning scenario, but the vegetable garden will be an ongoing project for the whole school year. For those who would like to organize your own vegetable garden, I would like to share with you how we organize the process. Firstly, we identify the location for the garden with the help of students and the approval of our headmaster. Then students design their suggested vegetable garden and we assess each suggestion. Students voted the best design according to criteria such as orientation, shade, size, easy for students to plant and water. Since we could not invite the parents in our school to help us due to the restrictions of the pandemic, we invited a carpenter to build beds for vegetable garden according to students' measurements and designs. Afterwards, the students filled the beds with compost soil. Then they have chosen the plants, taking into consideration the season and their needs. During their gardening, students used kid-friendly gardening tools such as trowels, mini forks, and watering cans. Before their work, we ensured that risk assessments are completed before any work is started in the garden. The practical activities of this learning scenario are fundamental and highly valued. These activities motivate students' learning. Students also acknowledge the access they received to hands-on activities in authentic STEM settings and the opportunities they received to interact with their peers. The students liked the outdoor activities such as the design and building of the vegetable garden, and this is because they cooperated with their peers. Also, they liked it because many of the students are hands-on learners, and these engaging kinesthetic activities motivated them. In addition, gardening positively impacted on mood and psychological well-being of students. Terra Mission helped me not only to prepare my lesson, but I also learned a lot about food waste and how agriculture contributes to climate change. This topic was useful even for me, and from now on, I will continue to teach my students about this important topic. The implementation of this learning scenario helped students to better understand the importance of the food waste problem, and what is more important, it helped to involve all students in the learning process through pedagogical activities based on the approaches of STEM education. After the implementation, the students were asked to express their impressions. They all have commented on hands-on experiences. Furthermore, students also liked the theatrical play and the webbing game that helped them to learn about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
Life Terra is co-financed by the European Commission through the LIFE program.